All right, Nick, let's do this.
All right, let's go.
All right, let's take this thing for a drive. Let's check it out. Go ahead and roll your window up. This thing's got some super air conditioning in it.
Yeah.
Well, the other day I was driving it, and the air conditioner wasn't putting out like I'd like to see it. It was okay, and I took it over to have it charged up, and they said the compressor was no good, so we ended up having to put a brand new compressor. Not a remanufactured, brand new. We don't put remanufactured parts on. I tried not to, just because of the quality of them. So this is a brand new one. It's got, I think, a lifetime warranty on it. And then we converted it over to 134. We changed the accumulator. He has changed that so he could actually get the 134 to work from the R12 Freon. So we ended up having to convert it all over and everything else. So that's all been converted over. So it's up in good shape. Gentleman that had this car, he just getting too old to drive, so he volunteered to not drive no more. So he told me to sell it. The daughter was moving back home with him, and he needed another garage space, and he says, I don't drive it, so he said sell it. So he bought it, and he was the original owner of the car, or still is the original owner of the car. He bought it new. I can remember when he got it. He used to sell insurance. It's got the 4.9 Caddy motor in it. And these really good motors, and these things really good on fuel economy. Radio works good. It's got a cassette with auto reverse, and it works. The clock works. It's got the digital dash here. It says 22 miles a gallon on the dash. Like I said, it's got a fairly new battery, I noticed in it. It's got 2023 battery. And the car handles just beautifully. I love how these old cars ride. This is back in the day when they had a really nice ride. You could go back even in the 80s and 70s. The 70s cars were huge and heavy and rode like mega boats. These cars here, they were lightening them up, trying to get better fuel economy. You know, the 90s were definitely changing and stuff like that. Cadillac always tries to stay ahead of everything. I think it's a really nice little car.
Yeah, this thing really does ride smooth still.
Got nice pillow seats in it, nice velour. The seats and stuff ain't all tore up. The interior ain't tore up at all. I don't think the back seats have ever been set in. We do have some paperwork and stuff like that we'll have in the gallery, so take a look at that. We're taking pictures of everything under the hood, the trunk. The trunk's like beautiful inside. The spare is brand new. It's never been out or anything else. It does have all the books in the glove box and everything. It's complete in that aspect. It gets up and runs pretty good. It's got a pretty little snorty little motor in it. Back in the day, these things were nice cars. Cup holders, the carpet's nice, non-smoker, non-pet, so you don't have any weird smells and that. It smells good. You can smell the vents coming in. That car, it literally smells new.
Yeah.
Coming through the vents. A lot of cars that's been smoked in and stuff like that, you can smell that cigarette smoke.
You can always smell something in the cars.
Yep. Cigarette smokes are the worst because it's always in the vent. And these cars are, for what a new Cadillac would cost, and for the, as far as I'm concerned, new cars are getting to be kind of a gigantic computer. And they're just so sophisticated. This guy literally, Dave bought a Cadillac Escalade, and it was the V package. $164,000. And I don't think you'll ever catch me spending that kind of money on cars. But, like I said, this would make somebody a supercar. As in driving it back and forth to work or whatever you're going to do with this thing. This is money in the bank. As in, you buy this thing, you use it, you ain't going to pay that much for this car. Even if you pay 10 grand for this car, you are money ahead, and this car ain't going to depreciate from that dollar amount. That's the cool part about these older cars. They ain't depreciating off of that. You buy that new car, it loses money and everything else. You take it into the shop, find out what you're actually going to pay for it to get it worked on. Half the dealerships don't even know how to work on the things. They almost scare me to take it to a dealership anymore, just because they don't know anything what's going on with these new cars, because they're so sophisticated. They can charge for it, though, I'll guarantee you that. They know how to do that. But like I said, this is money in the bank. It's still a good car. You could probably put another 20, 30 years in this car, depending on how many miles you put on it. I bet it's still good for 100. It's got 85,000 miles on it. I'll guarantee it's good for another 100 with no problems. The only thing I noticed on this car since I've been driving around, every once in a while the anti-lock light will flicker. It'll come on, then it goes off. And we try to get a code on it. We couldn't get a code on it, so I don't exactly know what that is. On these older systems like that, they weren't that great a system to start with. They usually just, a lot of them drive around with the light on. It's just pretty common light, but we can't get a hard set on it, so we can actually get a check on it. But that's the only thing I really notice the car has any issues at all is just that light once in a while comes on. But it's called, see it over there. It ain't on right now, so I can't see it. But I'm pretty sure it said anti-lock or something like that. The air conditioner gets pretty cold, Nick. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah, it's pretty cold right now.
We turn the fan down a little bit here.
Yeah.
My face is starting to get up.
It's pretty cold in here.
Yeah.
My ears are kind of freezing off here.
Mm-hmm. It's 90 degrees outside today, so the air conditioner works wonderfully. The windows have all been tinted. That preserves the interior also, the nice dark interior, or nice dark windows. That kind of protect the interior from getting all cracked out. So the dash is perfect. Dash looks nice. So like I said, it's got auto reverse cassette now. Hey, and it works. That's the cool part. You've got some orchestra music in there, but it's got basically what it does, it plays one side of the cassette, and then you push auto reverse, or it does auto reverse on its own. You can actually, and then it plays the other side. So you don't, back in the day, you'd have to take your cassette out, flip it over, put it back in, and play the other side. This one has auto reverse. But it's a pretty cool stereo. Clock works in it. All the digital looks good in that aspect. A lot of them had the digital kind of get dim and stuff like that. The digital's nice and bright. Just like I said, a beautiful shape. It's got the center console with the little cup holders in it, which are still not, a lot of them ended up getting broke and stuff like that.
Yeah, this one's still in good shape.
This one still has the cup holders and everything. A lot of times people had them out, then they would get in and would put their hand on them and break them off. So that's still in good shape. I don't think he ever drank in the thing or anything else. It's got a lot of power. We're just driving around town right now, and it handles really good, up to speed just instantly, and the ride is just phenomenal. Quiet, no air leaks. It's a really nice car, and that's why we're selling it on Bring a Trailer, just because of the quality of the car. It ain't just an old car. It's a lot better quality than usual. And 1990 nowadays is kind of the old car, and that's why you find them in the garage. Back in the day, you used to find the 1969 Camaro in the garage when the old lady had, but I think most of those days are gone. There might be a few treasures still buried out there that people can find, but this is kind of the treasures nowadays, is cars like this. And it does have power seats on both sides. They're both in the door panels. Electric door locks, electric window. It just handles really nice. Doesn't have a bunch of strut noise and stuff like that. That's 60 mile an hour. We're going into a 65 mile an hour zone.
Accelerates smooth too.
Yep, it does. That's 70 mile an hour right there, and it does it nice. How smooth this is.
It's pretty smooth.
It's a nice car.
It's quiet.
That's 70 mile an hour on a road. It was just not too long ago we had that chip seal put on it, so they're fairly noisy roads. You can hear this thing's just as quiet as it would be on any road.
Yeah.
We're going 60, and we're getting ready to go into a really sharp corner. Even our GoPros are kind of moving on the windows here.
Yeah.
So I mean, it handles this superbly. Ride's nice. Horn works. And I think this thing, it does have airbags too, I think, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got airbags in it. I think it's just a driver's maybe. I don't know if that side's got an airbag or not. I don't see a emblem or something saying a SRS emblem or anything like that. So this was just the beginning of airbag systems. But all this adaptive cruise and stuff is getting to be a challenge. It's way higher challenge than the airbag projects. Airbags, you can put them in, get the light out, and you're good. But this adaptive cruise control, 360-degree cameras and everything else, you got to set all that stuff, and it's getting really complicated to do it. Insurance companies are forcing you to start having to do it on almost all cars, and what they're going to charge to do it. Then you got to buy equipment to do it. it's going to be a whole different game once these self-drivers and stuff like that come in. These cars are getting high-tech and very expensive to buy. That's why you want to buy an older one like this one, and you don't have to deal with any of the rules or anything else that the new cars have. This thing would pass emissions with no problem. Still has the cats on it. Check out one of our videos. We're going to have an under video of the car so you can actually see underneath of it. We'll show you what that is. The car would pass emissions, I imagine. This, in Wyoming, we don't have to pass emissions, but I would say this car is all ready for that project you need it to be. That's the end of the video, and like and subscribe, and I'll see you at the auction.